All right. What up, everybody? I'm King Kudda. I'll let this man introduce himself real quick.
I'm Magicmikedrop.
So today, you want to start off talking about our truth? Because I mean that was gonna happen anyway.
Oh, I mean, for sure. How could you? How could you not talk about it?
So I don't know, man. I don't think I'm saying it's a work, but he's saying it's not though. Him and his people are saying that it was not a work.
Yeah, I saw something about his son had said it wasn't a work, and that Triple H was just up there lying, just to kind of stay face with himself and all that. But you know what? I believe that they fired him, and then they knew they fucked up, and they brought him back, and then tried to make it seem like it was all part of the story.
I think Triple H trying to get that bag though. He's like, nah, that was us. That was us. We just watched the show. Nah, sir. Like I think he said he was like our truth was all day answering fans. Supposedly, I seen can't believe everything you see on the internet. But he was like, nah, it's not cat.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. It's wrestling. Their business is smoke and mirrors. So I mean, it's hard to you don't know how much those wrestlers dig into the storyline and canon stuff, and you just never know, man. I saw a picture earlier
Yeah,
of Ripley wearing the shirt that they were selling at Money in the Bank, and she was filmed even before it. So it's like there was clues that he was there early in the pay-per-view that you just nobody noticed, nobody knew.
yeah. They said I guess he was in the locker room with Cody too, is what I was hearing, and I was just like, I don't know, man. They got us pretty good if it was though. I'll give them that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I've seen a lot of other people's videos where they thought it was Seth Rollins running in there and cashing in his his championship and everything else. But man, as soon as he slid in, I'm like at home going, there ain't no motherfucking way. I mean, you're talking what, like a 7-day turnaround on that? That's insane.
Yeah, I don't think I don't think we've ever been listened to like that ever by that company.
Not a long time. I'm not since like Attitude Era.
Yeah, that was my favorite era. No lie.
Oh, for sure, man. If you grew up on that, you were spoiled.
So I don't know. Money in the Bank really wasn't it for me. I think that my favorite part was the R True shit. I think everything else was kind of predictable except for Naomi. I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah, and that was I was surprised at that one. That was kind of like one of those, like they strategically did that, knowing that like this is the one person that nobody's betting on to win this, and then they just throw that in there. But I do agree with what you're
At
saying. It
all.
wasn't a
At all.
super great Money in the Bank. Like you said, mostly predictable. Nothing too crazy, but I think at that point, when they had fucking R-Truth back in the building, they knew they already had the end. So whatever happens, happens. But fucking as much as I hate
Yeah,
Logan
yeah,
Paul, man, that boy
yeah.
can fucking wrestle. I'll give him that.
I've been saying that. Not a huge Logan Paul fan as like him as a person, but that dude can wrestle his ass off.
Yeah,
There's a
he's
lot of like the
definitely.
social media people and the famous people that come in and they just like they kind of they don't take it seriously. He's been hard body on it.
Oh yeah, and he makes for a good heel. It's a perfect setup because from day one you're like, he's not supposed to be here, and he leans on that gimmick and it works for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I I like when he did that podcast with Dom, and Dom was like, "You can't go to Japan." He's like, "We don't say Japan here,
bro. That shit was funny
we
as
don't talk
fuck.
about
He was
Japan."
trolling the fuck out of him, bro. Trolling the fuck out of him, man. I was dying because I was like, that'd be fucking me if I was on there. Just like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm just gonna say whatever the fuck I want, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, that
Like,
shit fucking
you
fucked
can't
him
go to
up though,
Japan?
man.
Oh, that's a
Fucking The
shame.
Rock. The Rock didn't even want nothing to fucking do with him after that shit, bro. It was crazy.
Dude. I didn't even know The Rock knew who he was at that point.
Yeah, so they were doing social media stuff together, like commercials for shit and stuff like that. But like as soon as that happened, The Rock had contacted him and made him delete everything that they did together.
So yeah, just nix that.
Oh yeah.
And then Seth Rollins, that was pretty predictable though. But I don't know. I don't understand why he won it. I don't.
I mean, I do.
You don't need somebody like him to win it.
Right, but I know how the WWE works with that stuff, and they want the guy who's going to be the most menacing kind of person, like the person you don't want to have that money in the bank briefcase toted around, be an asshole, just fucking, you know. Even when Damian Priest fucking had it, he just seemed more of a prick. And then, you know, once it was gone, he went back to regular Damian Priest. But they want that shit with that briefcase.
I don't know. Like, I get it, but there's Penta, LA Knight, like anybody else, really. I don't Seth don't need to be Mr. Money in the Bank. He's already in the conversation of a heavyweight title champion, I think. You know what I mean?
Right.
He doesn't need something like that to win it.
No, because I could see LA Knight having it, but even LA Knight and Penta, like they feel, at least in my opinion, they feel like almost too wholesome to have the Money in the Bank, because then they're going to be like noble about it, and I feel like they don't want the fucking noble guy with the belt. They want the guy that just got his ass fucking whooped in the championship match, and then they want you to slip in and be like, oh, is he all beat up on the mat? Oh, hey, cashing in my shit, and then win it on some fuck shit. You know, then kids cry, get mad, and fucking, that's what they want. Like, bro, tell me I'm not wrong that this new true. WWE, the hunter
I didn't even think of it from that
makes
aspect.
Kids cry. It's just seems to be his thing. I see more kids cry now on WWE than I ever have.
Yeah. That one guy that when Punk came back, he got free tickets to AEW. I wonder how that's going now.
Yeah, right. It's like when Punk's gone, your tickets ran out, bro. We're so sorry. It was a package fucking deal.
Yeah.
Bro, they said the kid and that John Cena had punked out was a plant. Remember when he was like, called out the kid, he all had his fucking Cena shit, and he's like, you can be a loser like this kid, and he's like, yeah, that was a plant.
Yeah. He was they I guess he did some videos saying some shit too, right? The kid.
Oh really? I didn't see that. I just remember. So I have a group of friends that it's me and two other guys, and they made the name of the group the John Cena Appreciation, because they know I'm not a fucking big fan of John Cena. I've never really have been, except maybe when he was a bad guy. But all we do is post shit in there.
Yeah,
and they all post
like when
John
he came
Cena
out
shit.
and he would talk shit about the town.
Yeah. And but yeah, they'll always post John Cena shit. But man, when he turned and all the videos of the kids crying, like I'm like, now I'm participating in the fucking group. You know, they also, I'm such a dick too, because I troll them all, because I'm always posting fucking fucked up Chris Benoit shit in that group, and they hate it. Like the day I figured out I could change the name of it.
I happen to love Chris Benoit.
He was a great wrestler. It's just fuck, man. That took a turn. Like you can't control what people are fucking gonna do, but goddamn,
He said that took a turn. That took a turn.
it did. Fuck, I remember watching the Raw, the dedication Raw that they did from. I remember watching that because I used to have wrestling parties at my house or my apartment, and we're all watching it, going, "Man, this is crazy!" And like the next day, they were like, "Yo, he killed them, like he murdered them and shit." And I don't know where that episode is. That it's I don't know if it's just locked in the vault of life, but I remember watching that shit.
I don't think that it's on Peacock. I don't think that episode is clearly on Peacock.
Like, yeah, go look that shit up.
Did you ever go deep into that like conspiracy theory about Chris Benoit?
Oh, about the one where he didn't do it and it was like a setup kind of thing?
Yeah.
So not really. I watched a little bit of, I think it was a Dark Side of the Ring one that they did on it. I watched that, but I mean, goddamn, man, I don't even know where to get started with conspiracy theories, because it's like I've grown up with like very minimal things being ever fucking answered and shit. It's just like, I don't know, man. I'm gullible. I'm gullible for them. So then I'm older now and I'm still gullible for them, but I try to tread lightly.
That one, I don't know. I kind of believe that, you know, it makes sense that he didn't do it. Like everything that I've read about it, like it's not out of the normal kind of realm of things.
Right. But fucking when Eddie died, that fucked him up, man. That put him in a different place. I don't think he ever really visited and shit. And I don't know, man. You figure all them fucking bumps to the head, and you think about all the football players that have done just crazy shit just because something glitched in their fucking brain or some shit, man. So it's, I mean, old people used to say that shit, like one too many bumps to the head, and they were talking about just like fucking kids being stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. It just, if you look into it, it also makes sense. Both sides make sense. I'm not saying that, you know, both, like it makes sense from both sides.
Oh yeah, because like what the fuck do I know? I'm not even in on the fucking Family Circle. I don't know the cops. Like I just get whatever I fucking watch, and that was a documentary made by that guy. So I'm going based on another guy I don't fucking know telling me about a guy I don't know personally. And
that's how I feel about. That's how I feel about the whole situation. Like the Kevin Sullivan part where he did it, that makes sense. But like I'm just reading shit some other guy's thinking. But it does all make sense.
That's what fucks me up with shit. I mean, like, I don't know, if you make it make sense, I fuck, it doesn't take much with me. Because then I go, all right, and then my gears start turning, and then I'm fucking like 3 hours on fucking YouTube, and I've learned a bunch of stuff that may or may not be correct information. So it's like, fuck, what am I doing?
Right. I went down when COVID first hit, bro. I went down so many rabbit holes because all there was to go on the internet and go down rabbit holes.
Oh yeah.
Like, so that was one of those. That's where I learned about the Chris Benoit theory.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of them out there too, man. Like I said, a Dark Side of the Ring. I haven't watched all of them. You got to be in the right frame of mind, because if I've learned one thing being a wrestling fan, it's dark and fucking depressing. It's the shit you see on TV. That's where all the joy of wrestling is. All the backstage stuff, all what happens to these wrestlers. It's just sad. Like I only watched The Wrestler one time and was just like, Jesus Christ, because that's like loosely based on fucking Roddy Piper.
Right. That movie was fucking. I watched that a few times.
Depressing. Depressing.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, it wasn't a movie that I repeated a bunch of times, but
fuck,
you know, I watched it a few times because it's one of those movies that, like, wrong mood, you might fucking blow your brains out.
Oh yeah, that's why I like the Iron Claw, One time for me. I'm good. I've seen it. The story in the movie's a
I
little
did
bit
not watch
different
it yet.
oh, you better fucking I don't know, man. You gotta be in the right frame of mind to fucking watch that shit. Because if you know anything about that family, bro, they were like fucking cursed, man. Like, holy shit. It's fucking, it's probably worse than The Wrestler. It's because I've had people come up to me that aren't big wrestling fans and they'd be like, oh, have you seen this movie? And I went, yeah. And they go, holy shit. They're like, I'm never watching that again. I'm just like, dude, it's crazy. It's fucked up, bro. That's all I can say, man. But it's worth a watch
again.
Yeah, it's worth a watch because it's just it's horribly depressing, but it happened. Like I said, it's a little different, but it's like all this shit happened to this one fucking family, and you're just like, Jesus fucking Christ. And they're clinging on to the hope of being famous wrestlers. And it's just like that's all this family has to hold on to, and it's falling apart. But it's a great movie.
Right.
It's a great fucking movie.
The great movie, watch it once, probably never watch it again.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it makes sense because that's what feels like these wrestling movies are. I mean, The Wrestler, The Iron Claw. I'm sure there's a couple of them out there. They're never like, well, I mean, what is it? Nacho. What was it? The Jack Black one. The hell's the name of that movie?
Nacho Libre.
Yeah, that one was fun. It was a little sad because I guess you gotta have that there, but the overall, I'll say on it, that was pretty good. Yeah.
The other movie that wasn't bad was fighting with my family, the movie about Paige. That wasn't depressing.
That was good. Yeah, it was good, but yeah, it was. Oh, I got one. Well, even that one's fucking depressing. It has its moments, but Ready to Rumble is one of my favorite wrestling fucking movies and shit. But like that
classic.
The downfall of the king is fucking depressing. Yeah, he comes back, but like it's depressing. It's like fucking it's gotta be dark and sad.
There's always some depressing shit.
Yeah, it's wrestling, man. It's like Dark Side of the Ring fucking wrote itself. They just put a cool fucking name on it.
He said David Arquette was in it, and he's hilarious. Oh, let's not even forget about David Arquette. That fucking dude.
Yeah, he's something else.
You ever watch his documentary?
I remember the trailer, and I wanted to, and it's just one of those, just like it never popped back up in my brain. Never saw ads for it, but I mean, he genuinely, from what I know of him,
I never watched it.
Loves wrestling, and I respect people that love wrestling.
Right. It's like Macaulay Culkin. You know, he was a writer for WWE for like a few years.
Oh no shit!
I had no idea.
That's why he's always there. Then that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is he always fucking here?
Him and Freddie Prinze, I guess, were like writers back in the day, and I'm like, that's insane. That doesn't even fucking make sense to me at all.
You know what? It kind of makes sense to me because if I were to get famous and I could get that opens up any door you want. And if you're a fucking wrestling fan and you could get in on writing that shit, I don't give a fuck what movie I did. I'm over there putting in hard hours writing fucking WWE shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
hold on. This is what Punk's gonna do next week.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's gonna leave and never come back. Now,
I got to see him twice in AEW. No. The last time I went to AEW, he didn't end up showing up because he got fired. Well, it was questionable. It was up in the air at the time.
Oh yeah, I remember all that drama. Fuck, that was big news.
He seems to be doing fine now, though. So I want to know who really was the problem.
Well, that video is lame as fuck. And then I thought it was lame as fuck that AEW aired out their fucking laundry on their wrestling channel. Like, I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why are you got the Young Bucks are there, like they were standing in front of a TV, like they're about to promote like a promo or something. And it's like, here's the video of what happened. And it's like all this pushing and shoving and it's blurry fucking camera. And you're like, that's it. And you're like, what the fuck did I even just watch? Like, I was ready for violence. and I got like a pissy little shoving match. And I was like, this is what everybody's mad about.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense at all. I was like, that doesn't even look like anybody should be upset. Like that's
No.
like that should happen. That should happen backstage, and then everybody just go on about their business.
Oh, fucking for sure. For sure. I mean, it's like, that's like a go to the principal's office at school kind of thing. Like, this isn't like a, you know, I can't work
Right.
here. I can't, this is fucking bullshit. And it was like all this. I think what it was he didn't realize the pop that he got when he came back. And I think because he is a very ego guy. I remember listening to an interview with Rob Van Dam where he was talking about CM Punk's ego and shit. And I think that went to his head. So then he started fucking, he's like, I'm the best guy here and blah, blah, blah. And I think it just pissed people off. And then I think he used that as a stepping stone to get back into the WWE, in my opinion. Because it could highlight him. It could show what he has.
You think that's what he was doing?
Yeah. I mean, he couldn't. I mean, if I was CM Punk and the kind of the way he thinks, like I wouldn't go straight back to WWE. I'd go to a competitor, get a bunch of money, and then just be like, hey, man, what's up? And then you could get probably even more money because you got these dipshits to pay you fucking God knows what to come on this, you know, as I compare it to like a WCW back in the day where it's just like they're not there, but they're not far off.
Yeah. I agree. I think everybody's getting mad about people leaving or like switching companies. I'm like, this is normal wrestling. Y'all watch wrestling when there was no competition. Like this is just normal everyday bullshit.
Right. It's a business.
I just want to see where the next motherfucker goes and how he gets used over there. That's it.
Oh yeah, because there's different rules and there's different, you know, WWE is very controlling of gimmicks and stuff like that, where I think AEW, he lets them, you know, Tony Khan just kind of lets them do what they want. And if it sticks, it sticks. And if it doesn't, then you got to figure something else out where, you know, the Vince McMahon structure of he'll dictate what he does. And I'm sure that transfers into the, you know, the Levette, you know, era kind of thing. Cause he's going to follow a lot of the same stuff that Vince did, just do it his way. But, like, look at Toni Storm's character. Like, what she's got going on right now is fucking hilarious. I cannot get enough of her fucking priceless fucking, oh my fucking God. Fuck, man.
I mean, I feel like certain people in certain areas, like Rusev didn't do that great in AEW. Like he didn't have me fucking sold at all in AEW.
No,
but like he'll do well in WWE. Like that's where he belongs at. That's where I believe him more.
Mm-hmm. Oh, for sure. Like look at Penta. Penta's a prime example of that. Like in AEW, he was you know, a tag with his brother, Ray Phoenix, and that they kept him as like a package. You know, they were always together. Very rarely you'd see them wrestle solo, and then you put Penta on WWE, and it was like the biggest, you know, signing of a free agent at the time. You know, they're dropping commercials for it, and usually when you pluck guys that are like that, it's usually not that.
I think a lot of people. And that's what I was going to say. A lot of WWE fans at first, I don't think they like knew who he was. Like we're wrestling fans, you know what I mean? So we're watching everything. But you could tell when he first came out, like there was some fans that were just WWE fans, and he didn't get the pop I thought he was gonna when he first came out. You know what I mean? They're getting with it now. But like at first I was like, oh come on, like y'all need to get with the program. That motherfucker right there.
Oh yeah, man, because I loved him. I loved his aura, his whole gimmick. But even that though, I'm sure when he first came out and kids didn't know who the fuck he was, it was like looking at a devil. Like this man come out on some fucking skull face paint, fucking fire, fucking ripping behind him and shit. Probably, if I was a kid, I'd have lost my fucking mind and been like, "That's the greatest wrestler ever. No one is better than him."
Younger me's like, yep, that's that guy.
Oh fuck yeah, man! I mean, fuck, I did that listening
Triple
to
H with
fucking
his
clowns
entrance,
and
I
shit.
think he did great.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm
I think my
curious to.
first clown song ever was "Fuck the World," and that's when I was just like, that's when I was like, yep, fuck shit, fuck.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good one, man. My first time listening to him was I think Forgotten Freshness 1 and 2. I don't remember which disc it was, but I think I was in 7th grade, and somebody handed it to me, and they're like, "Yo, listen to this song, Fat Sweaty Betty." And I go, "I've never even heard of these fucking guys." And they're like, "Dude, just check it out." And I'm just fucking dying laughing. Fucking that part when Shaggy's just like, "Oh, I knew it. Betty had balls." I was just like, "This song's fucking crazy. Like, what the fuck?" And then fell into that shit hard, man.
I miss that ICP. Like they're not very shocking to me anymore. Like when they had like Fat Sweaty Betty and fucking Piggy Pie and shit like that, I'm like, yeah, these songs are fucking fantastic. Or like who kicked Willie Bob's ass? I did. Like that was the shit back in the day.
Oh yeah, but then they got money and they got off drugs and alcohol, and then they got all happy, and then they make songs about they like the sound of the rain, and fucking Violent J talking about his fucking man pussy or whatever fuck that the fucking song was. Fuck.
Listen, I'm not one to advocate people relapsing, but sometimes, you might need to do so.
Like a little bit, right? It's like, man, your art was better.
Just like
when
Eminem,
you
I like
angry.
Right, like Eminem, like I liked his album, but he was way better on drugs and pissed off.
Yeah, facts. That's what happens though. All these bands though, doesn't matter who you listen to, man. Once they get comfortable with life and their lifestyle of being comfortable, like they lose the edge and shit. And it's like we're still back here poor as fuck and angry. We still would like some of that poor and fucking angry music and shit.
Yeah. Please, sir, give me that kind of music again.
Yeah. Remember when you didn't have shit? Yeah, we still here. We still here.
Yeah. So how do you think tomorrow's gonna go? You think they're gonna address R-Truth tomorrow? You think R-Truth's gonna say something? Side note.
I mean, honestly, it wouldn't fucking surprise me if fucking R-Truth is the first thing that comes out just to get that additional pop on it. But yeah, so R-Truth, something along the lines of, R-Truth or Cena will come out and Logan Paul is going to be bitching. They're all going to be at each other. I don't know where that's going to fucking lead to, but I think at this point now, let's just go all in on fucking R-Truth and fucking title shot. What's up?
I just hope it's not Nikki Bella the first thing. I don't even know why the fuck she's gonna be there.
I don't know.
Respectfully, I don't understand.
I got nothing on that one. I didn't fucking vote. I don't remember fucking Bella chants lately and shit, so I don't know where the fuck they're coming from. Whatever. Must be banging a producer.
I haven't heard a Bella chant since Gotta Be. That's the one that John Cena dated, right? Or was married to?
Yeah, I believe so. Because the other one's married to Bryan Daniels.
Yeah. I don't know which one's which half the time, bro. So
because they look the fucking same.
One of the Bellas. Yeah.
They're like the fucking Cobra twins from G.I. Joe.
So, what the fuck was their name? There was a tag team in AEW. They were both females. They were doing that shit. Like they would have singles matches. I forget, fucking forget their name, but they would roll out, and then the one that wasn't wrestling at all would roll in and then win the match and shit like that. And that was pretty good.
I vaguely remember that. I don't remember what their names were either, but I remember that because that's been like a thing here or there lately. I've seen it on Lunacy, JCW. There's the tag where they're two dead guys and they switch themselves in and out. Like they look almost the same, like the same fucking guy, and they do that shit. It's funny though, but it's JCW. You're gonna get. They got the fucking Wraith wrestling and shit now. It's wild. Fuck.
I saw that they had cocaine wrestling.
Fucking love cocaine, bro. His matches are fucking great, man. There was one I saw the other day where he's laid out on the mat and two guys steal his coke bag and they're on either side of him and they're greedy. They want the coke and they rip it and all the coke falls on cocaine and then he does like the fucking cane pop up and fucks them both up. It's fucking epic.
Yeah. Yeah, that shit is pretty funny though.
Oh god, bro. Too good.
I'm trying to see. They said there's 2 big names added to Raw tomorrow, but I'm not seeing nothing.
Well, great. That'd be fucking.
I know they're starting to kick ring. I guess.
Yeah. Fuck. Rather, let's see. Yeah. Fucking Bella, probably. I don't know who the other one is. Ron Killings, he's new.
That's an announcement, I guess. I don't. But remember when the King of the Ring pay-per-view, the whole pay-per-view was the King of the Ring, and they didn't have the tournament before King of the Ring?
Yeah. That was a long time ago, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they still don't do that. I don't want to see, like, I think things like that, like, I liked how they did fucking Money in the Bank because it was like the 2 Money in the Bank matches and like some other matches. Like, that's cool. So, like, when you have a pay-per-view like that, I think it should stay on, do the whole fucking tournament in one night.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. I agree with that because that's what makes the whole pay-per-view. I don't want to watch wrestling for 3 weeks to build up to a couple matches on a pay-per-view, and you could have done that whole pay-per-view and make it epic.
Right. I mean, I get it. You might not have anything else to do, so you're just you're throwing the matches during the fucking week.
I wish they'd bring back shit like Bash at the Beach.
I just miss how it was back in the day. Don't they kind of do shit like that for like NXT? Is it because I think NXT had like a Bash at the Beach not that long ago.
I know they do. They've been doing stuff on cruise ships. Maybe they kind of pile out, maybe do something like that. But yeah, man, like I said, man, growing up in Florida, I was only like 45 minutes away from like Daytona, and that's where they like WCW was doing like Bash at the Beach. But my parents weren't fucking bringing me to go see some fucking wrestling shit. They let me watch it, let me get pay-per-views, but they ain't fucking bringing me to the shit.
Yeah, I get that. I lived in Panama City where the last Nitro was at Club La Vila.
Okay. Yeah.
And that was pretty cool, man. Because I didn't even fucking know when I went to Club La Vila, but I was like, I went and I started looking around. I'm like, yo, I've never been here, but something just seems real familiar about this. I was like, I don't know what it is, but like I've seen this shit before. I was like, I don't understand. My boy goes, oh, I know why you know. He goes, they filmed WCW here back in the day when they fucking finally switched to WWE and shit like that. And I was like, oh, that's right. I was like, that's where Shane was. The ring was around the fucking pool.
Yeah. Man, those were some dope fucking times, man. Fucking all the when you got two wrestling organizations that are really good and they're battling each other. Like as fans, we win like a motherfucker because they're fucking they want the best riders, the best shit, like the craziest shit. Like when there's not good competition, it stales out.
I think I stopped watching WWE for a good few years back in the day because like it was just getting ridiculous. There was nothing else to watch. Like Impact was still going, but like they didn't like you'd have to figure out how to watch Impact. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't on your regular ass TV.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it got weird for a while because everything kind of got stale. Like I said, I was big into TNA for a while because I could go to the free shows in Orlando, and it didn't cost you any money to get into the show. It just they wanted every all the butts to have seats in them and shit, and then they'd hope you'd buy merch and stuff while you were there. But yeah, I'm driving to Orlando and fucking watching like Jeff Hardy wrestle Abyss and then wrestle fucking Raven. And I didn't pay shit to get in here, and I could possibly be on TV because it's a small ass venue and shit. Like,
Right. Yeah, I would have went to that. That's Jeff Hardy versus Raven and shit. Those are matches when I was like a kid that I just built in my head. You know what I mean? And then TNA happened. You're like, oh, I get to see this shit now.
oh yeah, and then like I'm local as fuck, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it takes me an hour to get to Orlando. So it'd be like if I wasn't doing shit on a Friday night, I'd just get my wife, a couple boys, we'd go up there. We get up there early enough to where we know we'd get in and then watch that shit, go home. And I wouldn't fucking drop a dime except on gas to get up there, whatever fucking, smoke we brought.
Right. Oh shit. Oh, I think I done medicated a little too heavy.
It happens, bro. I did a lot of shit today, man. I about fucking died cutting grass out there today. It was like one of those things, man, where it was just like I knew I had to do it.
I don't know how hot it was over there, but it was. Are y'all supposed to be getting all that fucked up weather too?
I don't know. I think last I checked, there was some tropical storm or some shit out there. I don't know, man. I grew up in fucking Florida, and getting like a hurricane alert or a tropical storm alert is just like, I hate to say it, but it's almost like you get like those dumb fucking Amber Alerts sometimes where you're like, I don't even live anywhere near this fucking county. Like, why is it blowing up my shit? Like,
yeah, I'm not quite used to it yet. The only hurricane that I really remember dealing with was when I came down here is Ida. Ida kind of sucked, but I ain't had to deal with hurricanes like that.
Yeah, I mean, we get them where I'm at. I'm on like the East Coast, kind of right in the middle. We're pretty close to where like NASA is, and they built that there specifically because it's like this weird weather anomaly where the clouds kind of come in and then they separate in that area and it kind of disperses it, so it slows up a lot of the hurricanes and stuff like that. But we have gotten hit with some bad ones, but where I'm at seems to be like a lucky spot for the most part.
I'm about right there with Louisiana. It's not too terrible, but it's not like the best.
Yeah, I worked out Louisiana a couple years ago. We were over there like Lake Charles, and I don't remember else where we were, but okay. Yeah, it was cool out there, man. It's a vibe, man. I'd love to go back. There was definitely some interesting stuff. Even down, I think we did Bourbon Street like one night, and that's all we had time to do it. And it's just like, fuck, I probably left with 30 stories, and we were only there for like 2 hours. It's fucking crazy.
Right. That's when the tour came down here, right? The Evil Across America tour. They were all saying Joe started losing his fucking mind. Right, like Joe started losing his fucking mind, bro. And like Lee and Billy were like, bro, I've never seen him like this. We've been everywhere with this man, and I've never seen him like this. He hit that Louisiana voodoo, and he lost his fucking mind.
Bro, I'm saying,
like, hey, I was like, welcome.
Yeah, there's definitely some shit there with that. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like it was a weird vibe, man. But I dug it a lot. Like, yeah, man. It's just I wanted to do all the things that like nobody else I work with wanted to do. You know, like I want to look at the graveyards. I want to, you know, check out some ghost stores. Like I want to do all that shit, and they just want to fucking drink beer and party, and that's just like that's really
you
not.
Go check out, right? You want to go check out Marie Laveau's house, all that fun shit.
Fuck yeah, man! I bought a card of her. It's like it looks like one of those religious cards, but it's just got a little coin in it. And I bought one of hers at one of the gift shops. I was very, very disappointed in the voodoo dolls. Like those are fucking like made by fucking white men just trying to make some fucking money. Like I was like, damn,
100%. Like it was just some guy, and he made this. This was not some voodoo priestess.
It's like, you know, you want to get one because you're like, yeah, I'm fucking Louisiana, I'm gonna get a voodoo doll. And you're just like, what the fuck are your kids making this shit in the back, fucking arts and crafts shit? Like, what the fuck is this?
I think it's funny. I think they when they wear masks, usually they get weird fucking looks when out in regular cities. But any of them when they were out, they're walking around with their masks on, and people are just like, "What's up, dude? What are y'all doing tonight?" Like trying out why they were wearing it and shit.
Oh yeah, no, man.
I think they were just very comfortable because nobody was looking at them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, to wear a mask around there really isn't anything super crazy out of the norm. I mean, hell, you could even walk around during the day in fucking Florida in some areas, and people just won't question it because they're not trying to talk to you because you're already on some shit they're not on. So they're just like, nah, I'm good.
I've seen some shit when I was in Panama City, and I just not my circus, not my monkeys. I left everybody alone. Oh, you want some weird shit? You stay on that weird shit.
Yeah, because people always ask me, like, living in Florida, like, is it really that crazy? I go, absolutely. Every county is different with their crazy, but it's all that same kind of crazy. But it's like I grew up in it, so it's like I almost feel uncomfortable somewhere where it's just quiet. And it's not just like you go outside, your neighbors doing shit, and you're just like, what the fuck? And just go back inside. Like, I need that shit in my
life. I think you'd like California too then, because like California, it's like, it reminds me, like they have similar qualities. Like I was on my porch one day in California. I watched some kid do some illegal substances, and he was way underage. And I was like, wait. I was like, do I say something? They're like the parents probably letting them do it. I'm like, this is just California shit, huh? I think that's just what's going on. Fuck it. Not my circus, not my monkeys.
Yeah, I had a buddy, my buddy Nick. He went to California and he wanted to go check it out and go see all the places out there.
Motherfuckers is crazy out there.
Yeah, I was like, you ever see something cool, man? Send me a pic. And he was doing pictures in front of like Pee Wee Herman's house and like the Michael Myers house. And then he sends me this picture and he goes, bro, he's like, this makes me miss home. And it was a guy standing in a trash can and he had all these penises drew all over him. And that was the picture he sent me. And it was just like, man, I'm missing Florida right now.
When something's too crazy for Florida.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute.
So yeah, I guess I could vibe out there in California. I got
Orlando I went. Yeah. It's not much different. Y'all got similar qualities. I
For
liked
sure.
Orlando when I went up to Orlando. We opened up for potluck out in Orlando, and everybody was pretty cool except for when a certain motorcycle club came in and told these little fucking kids that had like moped cuts on, like they were like a little moped click or a car click or some shit, but they had cuts on. They they went right in and was like, "Take that shit off," and I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, I want nothing to do with that. Let's go outside and smoke cigarettes we don't smoke, guys.
Yeah, right.
Because what's going on in there, I don't want to deal
Fuck
with
that. I'll be like, God damn, you boys are
that.
fucking coming up in here and fucking picking on fucking kids. You threatened by the kids with the cuts. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, fucking bunch of Billy badasses.
I mean, they were like adults, but like it was. I guess it was like I don't know what club it was, but it was like they ran that street, and I guess anybody who had cuts on it was like a huge fucking deal. I was just like, I'm not dealing with this. I came here to get high and open up for potluck. So that's what I want to do.
Yeah, that's wild. I know a lot of bars around here in Florida, especially when you go beachside, which is weird. But there's a lot of bars that'll tell you like no cuts. They'll straight up have signs out front that go, you can fucking leave that shit out in the fucking parking lot or whatever the fuck, but they won't even let you the fuck in.
Yeah. I forget where it was too in Orlando.
Because the only time I saw a potluck in
saw-
Orlando, who the fuck was it? It might have been a Twisted tour. In fact, I think it was the Twisted tour. I think it was the Abominations tour.
It was the holidays tour that we did.
Okay, yeah, no, I wasn't at that one. I'm sure if I would have known about it, I probably would have been. I like
Yeah, it had
potluck.
liquid. Yeah, it had Liquid Assassin, Potluck, I think, and Johnny Richter.
Damn, I've never fucking. I would love to see Liquid Assassin. I seen Johnny Richter at camp. That was weird.
Yeah.
I have mixed feelings about that performance.
I have mixed feelings about Johnny Richter as a solo act in general. So I totally get that.
Yeah, because I've seen Johnny Richter with Chucky Chuck at camp, and then D-Loc went on a solo tour and also brought Chucky Chuck, and they played at a really local kind of a beachside bar, and you're talking two totally different fucking shows, man. D-Loc's up there, he's still getting it, he's throwing it down. Johnny Richter, man, looked like a fucking drug addict. He was fucking skinny. He was wearing fucking big, thick glasses. Like, it was just like Chucky Chuck's like trying to hype the crowd, and Johnny Richter looks like it's an inconvenience for him to be there and shit. And it's like, damn, bro, you're at like camp. Like, this is supposed to be like a party, and this dude's fucking being lame as fuck.
Right. When we saw him at the show, he sat down his whole set. He sat down on the stage, like where everybody was, and he kind of sat down.
How fucking lame is that? Holy shit.
Right. I get like maybe if you're trying to go for some like fucking acoustic kumbaya kind of bullshit, but like he wasn't doing any of that.
Motherfucker probably on drugs, get lightheaded fucking fast. So he's like, I'll just sit.
I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna rap to y'all. Y'all gonna like it because I'm Johnny Richter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you had all these hooligans standing around watching this shit going, what the fuck are we watching right now? Like, this is fucking Johnny Richter from Cottonmouth Kings, and this shit's lame as fuck. And then I go see him in some fucking hole-in-the-wall place here in fucking Florida, and he's like running around. There's like mosh pits. There's kids fucking moshing that you can tell don't mosh all the time, but fucking, you know, he's getting them fucking hyped up. He was loving the venue. Like, I got to fucking talk with him for a little bit. He was even talking with my daughter for a little bit and shit. Like, super cool fucking guy. Johnny Richter ain't that fucking guy.
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny Richter is not that fucking guy. Yeah, he was arguing with some female when they pulled up. They pulled up in a shitty ass tour bus, and he was arguing with some female the whole time. And I was just like, "What a way to meet Johnny Richter!" Hey, bitch, listen to me. And I'm like, "Oh, here we go."
So that's funny.
I like that dude
because
since I was 14. I don't even know if I like him.
yeah, that reminds me of a story. So I was in St. Pete, and it was the Lotus tour, and I got there early, and there's like a Starbucks where you could kind of sit outside, and I'll never forget this because I kept like looking at my wife going, what the fuck is happening right now? Where we were sitting, there was nobody so there's a window here, and nobody was sitting there when we first sat down. So we're sitting there just chilling, hanging out, and then I look over and I see fucking Jamie Madrox is sitting there. And I'm kind of looking, it's like you're almost like you're sitting with him, but there's just like a fucking glass here. And I kind of nudge my wife and go, hey, look, fucking Jamie Madrox is right there. Like, this is crazy. And then you could kind of hear him. It's the same shit, bro. He's like arguing with some fucking chick on the fucking phone, and it's getting fucking hot. And it's like, oh man, should we walk away now? Like, this is fucking weird as fuck, you know? And I'm like,
Right.
So it's like we're like this, like no eye contact, like, oh my god, Jamie's over there, but I'm not gonna look at him because he's life shit, you know?
Yeah. Like everybody's human, you know what I mean? But like, fuck. Maybe do that when you get back to your hotel.
Yeah, right. At least, man, like you're around here, like out in public, like around people that are here to see your show, and like this is when you maybe don't answer that call. Get that call later. Like, don't answer it now. Maybe it's not that important. Like,
Yeah.
and he's inside the Starbucks, so I don't know what the fuck the Starbucks people are fucking thinking.
Or something just happened.
Uh-oh.
Something skipped. But also I went to the I think it was one of the legs of the Abominations tour for Twisted when they went to Jacksonville. And I tried to fight Kung Fu Vampire at that show. that was something.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like it.
Remember when I told you if I drink I'll fight you? Like that's how that was. My boy had words with him like a few good years ago. And then when I seen him in Florida, I got really fucking drunk, and then it clicked in my head. I was like, "Wait, you said fuck my boy? Fuck you, Kung Fu!" I was just fucked up. I was like, "Fuck you!" Like he's on stage, and I'm just making a whole scene. But he was like, "I'll come down there right now." Do it, bro. Do it. That's back when he had back when they were called winners. And I was like, oh, they're gonna fuck me up, bro. I was like, I could beat up Kung Fu. I probably got him no problem. But you see that big motherfucker right there is gonna be an issue. He gonna knock me flat on my ass.
Yeah, man, go into them kind of fucking shows and shit, man. You never know.
Some big dudes, bro. I don't give a fuck.
I just that's why it's like it's nice with camp, because it's like I can kind of show my daughter in a more controlled. It seems like it wouldn't be more controlled, but it's like a more controlled scenario. But like when I brought her to the Orlando Twisted show, she's like, holy shit, like that place was jam packed. There was like mosh pits popping off fucking everywhere. It was just like that venue fucking was too small. Straight the fuck up.
You kept cutting out.
Did I?
I might have to clean up my fucking computer next time.
I'll probably I'll probably do the same on my end. But I mean, hey, this was our first shot. You know what I'm saying? And everything's a learning curve. Like I go back sometimes and watch my first YouTube video, even though I haven't even really done it for like a year. And I'd be like, damn, I should have done this. But I didn't know then, but it's like, I can still go back and be like, fuck, man, that thing, I threw all like 2 days worth of shit into like a 13-minute video. It was like, damn, I could have really stretched that out a little bit or something.
Right. I still do that with my music. I hear something in a song, I'm like, wait. I mixed that completely the wrong fucking way. If I knew now or then what I know now, it'd be a lot better situation.
Bro, I've uploaded a YouTube video and set it for like, okay, it's going to drop on a Wednesday. And then I'm like watching it, going over it, and I'll be like, it's missing this sound effect right here. So I'll pull a video. Luckily, I'll still have it all up in my fucking video editor. Go in there, add the fucking sound to it, re-upload it to my computer, and then re-upload it to YouTube just to add like a stupid sound effect that nobody's gonna give a shit about. But I fucking wanted it.
Yeah, but I fucking wanted it, and that's what matters.
It's my directorial pull, I guess, or some shit. Like, I don't know. I'm like, I fucking want it. It's my movie.
You're gonna release him on DVD one day, the director's cut.
I thought about almost
Just
doing
'cause
that
I
on one of
wanted-
my videos because I've been checking out this studio and I see that you can do that little tiny box on it, and then you could put a video kind of on the backside. And I go, how fucking much of an egotistical maniac would I look like if I was like, I haven't even done this for a year, and I'm gonna walk you through my video as you watch my video. Like, what kind of fucking shit is that? But it's like, it'd be funny though.
Like this, like, have you seen? I don't know if you have this on yours yet, because like you said, like, let me see. Now let's see if that pops up.
Okay, I see that.
Can you do that on your shit? Yeah. I think that's pretty cool. Like, you can add like little banners. You can make shit go across also.
Yeah, I've seen that. So I think that is absolutely what it is because you're hosting it. So I'm in here as a guest, but like I've seen all that when I was playing around with the studio to make sure my camera was working, and I was like in the studio and I had all that stuff that you can do, but
yeah.
But it don't matter. I was just happy to figure out how to do the name bar.
Oh, I know. I got it.
Yeah, my name's on that bitch.
I think it's get out of that. And I guess it has a place for like when we do go live on like YouTube and shit, that all the comments pop up.
Yeah, it looks like there's an area on mine that has the, what do you call it, the little comment bar. So if that probably goes live, then I can probably see that.
I'm kind of mad though, because I don't know if I was gonna go because WrestleMania tickets are fucking crazy, but like that was supposed to be in New Orleans this year or next year, but then they put it back to Las Vegas.
Yeah,
and like I get it, but it would have been a lot cooler.
Oh, I agree. They need to take WrestleMania to like Saudi Arabia or like one of those countries where like those crowds are like making the building shake and shit. That shit's nuts.
Right. We don't get that over here like that. We don't get those pops like they do over there.
Yeah, bro, that shit's insane. I watched a couple fucking pay-per-views over there, and I'm just like, they can't even keep. It was I think it was Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles. I don't remember where they were, but they had the camera on AJ Styles, and it's just doing this, and like he's in frame, he's out of frame, and it's because the whole building is shaking for him jumping and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is insane. I was just like, we need to step our game up. Like,
we ain't shit.
Not like that, man. Holy shit.
I think it was one of like the Bash in Berlin or whatever it was, one of those. It was like, to me, the whole match card was kind of mid, but like the way they were reacting to everything, it made it that much better. Like the match card itself was kind of mid, but like the way everybody was reacting, I was like, okay, I'm kind of into this now, though.
Bro,
like they made it watchable.
Yeah, the crowd will fucking make it, man. And I learned that because that Cody Rhodes AJ Styles match wasn't anything to brag about, but the crowd was so fucking nuts it didn't matter.
Right. You could be watching absolute dog shit, but if the crowd is fucking insane, it's gonna be, a decent dog shit show.
Fuck, they got R-Truth back in 7 days. That's a record. It's insane.
That's crazy. That's absolutely bonkers. I can't even fucking deal with that. Like, I still can't process it. Like, I'm probably not going to be able to process it till after Raw.
Yeah, Raw is definitely going to be interesting nonetheless. That's for sure.
Yeah, I wish I could fast forward through Nikki Bella, but other than that, it should be pretty cool.
Just get a late start on it. That way you're not watching it live. You just got a little bit of a delay. And then when you get to that,
right. Bye.
Back up, whoop, just skip. Now you're live and you're good, It'd be great is if Bella comes out and everybody just fucking.
I would rather see Mr. Iguana. I would rather see him on Raw.
Mr. Iguana was badass. I knew nothing about that motherfucker. And then I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? This is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I had no idea. My cousin was like, yo, you should really watch NXT right now. And I was like, man, I'm out and about. And then I saw the Iguana guy and I was like, this man is more over as an iguana than a lot of wrestlers are just over. Like, he just showed up and everybody's like, yeah, that's the guy. That's our guy now. And nobody's going to say nothing.
That's how I felt that they did, and that's probably the color is what makes me think of it, but they did the same thing with the Hurricane gimmick. That was a ridiculous gimmick. And he fucking hung around for a while.
Yeah, I had his mask. He was one of my favorites.
But it's crazy because you look at that gimmick and you're like, yeah, this shouldn't work. And it works. That's what's weird about wrestling.
Right.
You're like, there's no way that's going to fucking work. And it fucking goes over and you're like, holy shit.
I think because do you watch the pressers afterwards? Like the press conferences?
Sometimes, yeah.
Triple H, even after Money in the Bank, he was like, we had an iguana wrestle today. He was like, that was pretty interesting, huh? He's probably looking into signing that dude.
Probably. I mean, I think about some of the gimmicks that got over that would definitely not go over nowadays, but went over then. Look, you remember fucking Eugene?
Yeah, that definitely wouldn't go over nowadays.
It shouldn't have went on as long as it did. It's crazy that was popular and people were like all on board. They're like wrestlers just trying to beat up this mentally handicapped grown man, and everyone's like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, this is okay. This is fine. Yeah. Like, this is fine.
Fuck, it's crazy. Nobody had a fucking problem with it.
So that's not somebody bitching it on like on Facebook. They were like, I don't understand these comedy characters, blah, blah, blah. And somebody posted under it, tell me you watch WWE only without telling me you watch WWE only.
Yeah, right.
Because you go to some of these other like things, like come on, cocaine. Like, what would he have done if he seen cocaine or game?
Mm-hmm.
The gay cane?
Yeah, I
He
mean,
would have
I've seen
lost his
games.
mind.
I've seen games.
I think Gain is my favorite.
God, I wonder, like, I wonder why the Kane character is just becoming a trendy thing to just take the Kane character and just make it your own, and then, but it's still fucking Kane. It's crazy to me, like.
Right. I don't know. I know a lot of the indies were trying to like do stuff like that, but did you see them kind? The guy who dressed up and he was yeah, I was not for that one. I listen, it's not that I'm against people using certain pronouns. Here's the thing. Mankind just holds a special place in my heart. Don't fuck with that man's gimmick. Don't fuck with that man's gimmick. Fuck with somebody else's. Fuck with somebody else's.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, Mick Foley was something else. Dude, I just came up with one, right? So I'm gonna be Bulk Hogan, and I just have a big package.
Oh, here we go.
Boom, boom. I come out, and that's my thing. I got the same kind of outfit, but I'm Bulk Hogan.
Do you want to piss him off though? Like personally piss him off? You have to be black.
Oh, yeah. I gotta find a guy. I gotta fucking. Have I got a deal for
you? Because I mean,
yeah, what's
you
Bobby
could go
Lashley
to his bar,
doing?
right?
Yeah, what's Bobby Lashley doing?
Oh my
god.
He's being presented better than he was in WWE.
Yeah, I seen. Yeah. This is true. But that's like you said. It all kind of depends where you end up.
Right. I think it just depends on whose hands you're under, who wants to see you do good. You know, Vince McMahon had his certain people that, he pushed on purpose.
Oh yeah.
And some people he didn't.
Yeah, I watched that whole Vince documentary, and it was interesting. He tries to make it say that like they made him look like a villain in it, but then when you hear about all the shit that he did, and he's like, "Yeah, I did that," and you're like, "Well, motherfucker, you sound like a fuck villain. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like,
yeah,
like you own all that shit, and then you're like, yeah, but they made you look bad. It's like because you look bad. You fuck. What are you talking about?
They didn't make you do shit. You made yourself look bad. It's okay."
Yeah. But it was cool that ICP
it's just
were
crazy to think. Were they?
Yeah, they were showing.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
It was funny the way that they put him in there too, because it almost felt like a jab at them. But it was that part that we were like talking about before, where it was like the end of WCW and they hadn't got bought out yet, but they were kind of like running out of ideas. They were just getting desperate, and they were explaining that in the documentary. And then they showed two wrestlers, and then it pans over, and then it shows a clip of like ICP coming out, and then it pans to somebody else. So it was like, when WCW was on their downfall, they'd like fucking show all these shitty wrestlers, and then it's like, oh shit, ICP, and then it was all these other shitty wrestlers. Like, oh fuck, man.
Here's, what's crazy though? You can't, like, even as a wrestling fan, you can't deny ICP's presence or like their heart for wrestling. Like even wrestling fans who don't listen to ICP they still mention ICP when wrestling conversations come up because they know.
Well, like I've always said, man, if fucking Pete Rose can be in the goddamn Hall of Fame, why the fuck can't they? I mean, they've wrestled for every organization. They have their own organization. I mean, I don't know what more they need to do. I went to a Violent J autograph thing, and the guy in front of me had a jacket. It was an old staff WCW, looked like Lakers colors jacket, and he had it all nice in a thing, and he was going around getting anybody who ever wrestled for WCW to sign it. So he wasn't there as a juggalo, he was there as a guy that remembers ICP wrestling from, you know, the 90s on WCW, just wanting Jay's autograph to put on the WCW jacket. So I thought that was really cool. Of course, Jay fucking ate that shit the fuck up. He's like, oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
and then I come make him sign his fucking book, and I'm like, fuck me, like, fuck, it's fucking.
Sign this fucking book after you just had to sign one of the dopest shit ever.
Yeah, did that guy fucking hype you up good? Yeah, I'm just some fucking loser juggalo that just sign the book. I'll get out of here.
I remember when I met Jay and Shaggy, they did a do you remember when they were doing the fucking haunted house tour? When they were just going into the haunted houses and like you'd see them at the haunted houses and shit.
Yeah.
So they came up to our haunted house tour and they were super cool. This is when I decided I didn't like Isham because Isham was a dickhead. But like everybody was cool. Shaggy came in and they were like, don't touch the clowns. So like juggalos were confused on the rules when they saw ICP. They're like, fuck that. Like this is ICP. What's up? But they're like, am I going to get kicked out at the same time? No, fuck it. Who cares? Like, just we're taking pictures with them. Jay was cool. Shaggy was cool. That's back when ABK, he was with him. He was cool. But Isham, you tried to say what up to Isham, and he's just sitting back in the cage with ICP. He's like, I'm Isham. We're like, yo, what's up? And he's like, I'm Isham. And we're like, bro, okay, we get it. But like, can we get a picture? And he wasn't trying to take no pictures, sign no autographs, nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
everybody else was chilling.
I believe it. I mean, that's kind of Isham's vibe. He's never been known to be a social butterfly when it comes to shit, but you know, it is what it is with some of these guys.
Yeah. I wasn't super upset, but at least like, you know, you here because of us right now, motherfucker. At least say what up. You ain't gotta give me daps. Acknowledge me or something. You just dancing like in a cage right now.
It's even like that sometimes with like Jay. Like I met him at one wrestling thing and he was super cool. You know, he's giving hugs. He was like fucking super energetic. And then I met him at that one I did the YouTube video of, and he was just kind of like, just okay, take the picture. Okay, I'll sign the fucking thing or whatever. The only difference to that, and I thought about it, was when I met him the first time at the wrestling, I had that old ass fucking football Hatchet Man jersey on. The second time I met him, I had all my YouTube shit on. So I'm wondering if he's just like, oh, this is fucking dipshit rapper or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck this guy, you know? And then you can see it in the pictures. I mean, I'll have to show you like a side-by-side of, you know, the difference of the pictures. One, he's like just pointing to me, and he's like this in it. And that was when I had my YouTube shit. And the other one, he's got his fucking arm around me, and he's close, and he's like doing this shit. It's like a totally different fucking vibe.
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, they're all people. They all have their good and bad days, so you can't really judge them. But once you see it a few times, it's when it's like, yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. See, I always feel too, though, if I ever got to that point where like people would pay money to take my picture, like every time I lean in and do one of these and I'm making like $50 or some shit, like all day, you'll have all it's the easiest money you'll ever fucking make, bro. Like,
yeah,
do anything. You're just like, and you made fucking money. Like,
like when I met Mick Foley, he was like, for a picture, I got a picture and 2 autographs. It was $80, and he was sitting there and he's like doing the bang bang thing, you know what I mean? And he was chilling. He did that with everybody, smiled everybody, and it's like he probably had that. Well, he probably really don't care about the money at this point, but he probably had that same motivation though. Like, give these people what the fuck they came here for.
Right. I went to a Mick Foley ball. It was like AAA baseball, but it was like Mick Foley night, and all you show up. And like, this is when he had first buzzed his head. Right. So it was really weird. I don't know how they managed to do this, but it was like Mick Foley night, and like you show up early and you can meet him. I don't think they charged anything to meet him. You just had to go to the game. And that was when he had first buzzed his head. So that era, whatever years that was, So when I first walked into the building, I seen him, and I was like,
We
damn, I
call
had to
that
really
the
look at him.
buzzed files.
Yeah, I was like looking at him, and I'm like, yeah, that's fucking him. I was like, damn, fuck, he cut his hair. I was like, it's crazy. And that's when I realized like he was missing like half his ear. Like this is all gone, and it's just like this little fucking dangly fucking thing and shit. Dude, his fucking sides of his head is
Yeah.
best, bro. That's why he likes his hair long.
You know, I thought it was crazy because like you could tell his years is coming up with him though when we see him, because like I'm surprised he's still fucking walking. Like he looked like he was hurting coming from the back to go sit down, and I'm like, I mean, it's expected. Like we saw what the fuck he did, you know. Like I watched his whole career. I'm not really surprised, but I'm surprised your ass is still standing and walking with all that shit you've done.
Oh yeah, I remember that fucking interview with Marty Jannetty, and he was talking about like jumping off the top ropes all the time, and he goes, "Oh, let me show you something," and he stands on the table, and his feet are flat. He's got no arch. Like I've never seen anybody with such flat feet, but it's from always hitting the fucking mat. But like the guy interviewing was like, "Holy shit," because he just stands on the table and it's just like this, and it's his feet, and you're like, "Holy fuck!" Man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Mick, he was really cool though. He knew I was nervous, man. So like he definitely helped me calm down and like facilitated the nervousness that he felt. You know what I mean? He's like, "Hey, I got some beard oil." He's like, "You want to try it?" I'm like, "Yes, McFoley, yes, whatever you say." I'd never get starstruck, but he was that one guy. One guy, I was like, yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't ever get starstruck, but I don't ever know what to fucking say. Like I'll have a pre-plan and then I'll walk up and then I'll just blank anything that, you know, because even meeting Cheech and Chong, I thought when I met Cheech and Chong, I was like, all right, man, it's like I'm gonna be nervous. Like these dudes are like fucking weed legends and shit, you know. And
those are gonna be the ones.
Yeah,
right.
So I get up there and I'm like looking around. I'm like, fuck, it's Cheech and Chong, and then Chong kind of looked at me and he's just like, I had my YouTube vest on, and he's just like, oh, that's a cool vest. You must have a really cool motorcycle. And I was just joking around, and I was like, yeah, it's a pink Vespa. And he looked at me and he just starts fucking laughing. He tried to hold it back. He starts laughing. And then I'm like in my own head going, fuck, I just made Tommy Chong fucking laugh, yo. Like that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Right. There's not many people that can say that.
Right. And it's just like he was super cool.
But
and
he probably pictured your ass on a pink Vespa. With that naked.
I hope he did. Hope he never forgets it.
He was like, wait a minute. That is hilarious. My fucking nose hurts. Not let me explain that real quick. It's these piercings, not for any other reason.
Oh, no, I get.
I was like, wait a minute. That sounds foul.
Yeah, you know, as those pre fucking cocaine fucking rails before the show. You know, it's oh shit, not the value, daddy.
I have so many of these.
I know he puts them in every package. Fucking put 6. I blame Eric. I think Eric's a big problem with too much promotion. Check it.
Yeah.
It's the piggy.
Well, here's this, right? We made these. I don't know if I showed you these.
Here's the. He drew a butthole on it. It's a weird wreath-looking butthole.
That's something. Yeah. I was gonna say that. It looks like more like a wreath.
It does.
But we were thinking about making him making him his own ashtray, and maybe he could do like a giveaway with it. With these. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because like this one's pretty dope. I like this one.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that looks good. I like that. Hell yeah. Yeah, no, those are fucking dope.
But like we get so many of these that fucking why not make him one?
I probably have a ton of them.
I have his PO box number.
Sending you shit.
No, I'm not sending you shit, even though you could do that. There is a website that you could send people shit at. Don't ask me how I know that. Just trying to find the Killer Clown one. She made a Killer Clown one. I thought it was funny. He knew as soon as he put those Killer Clowns up. He's like, bid on it, or Kudda's gonna take both of them. She ain't gonna not let me take both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, where's your Killer Clown ashtray? Where'd you put that?
It's not over there.
No.
Is there a box?
Maybe I didn't look that deep. Yeah, she made this one.
Okay. No, that's dope. Fuck yeah. I like the angles and shit on that. That's cool. Fuck yeah.
This is one of my favorites that she did too.
Okay. I like how you got him in
It's
there.
got the goldfish in it.
It's cool.
Yeah. She's the artist out of us.
No, it's the same
okay,
over
bye. So tomorrow night is Raw. Did he announce? Did they do the card yet?
I don't
Besides
know.
Nikki Bella and R-Truth?
I don't know. I haven't looked. I usually look like
Because
Monday
I know
afternoon.
Adam Pearce be trolling the fans when he doesn't say it right away.
Oh yeah, no, it's fun to troll him because I don't think he handles stress well.
Adam Pearce? It doesn't seem like he does.
Fuck no. I can see it in his fucking eyes. You can see it in the veins on his fucking head. Like, there's no fucking way.
He's like, I'll block people who are negative to me with a quickness. Well, yeah, I bet you will.
You gotta have to start cutting everybody out your fucking life.
Oh, that's crazy. That's a crazy picture. I didn't know he fought Rhino.
No, I didn't know that either. I knew he wrestled. I don't know how long he wrestled for.
He looked like a wannabe Goldberg and Stone Cold in that picture. It's like Stone Cold and Goldberg had a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Pearce in that picture.
Yeah. He just showed up at the wrong time. That it was already fucking being done too much.
There's too many bald white guys. Get the fuck.
Yeah. You're gonna do black shorts and black boots? Come on. No.
So I still don't understand. Let's talk about Seth real quick. Because I went from Goldberg and Stone Cold, and then I thought of Braun Breaker because of the Goldberg tattoo that he has on his arm.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand this whole, like, what is it a cult? Is that what he's doing, or is it like his bloodline? Like,
I feel
I'm
like
not quite sure yet.
His version of a bloodline. I've seen a lot of fans want to call it like the Vision, or Vision is the name of the faction that people want to give it. It's something along those lines.
Okay.
It feels like a new evolution, kind of.
You said new evolution?
Yeah. Like, remember the old Evolution, Triple H, Randy Orton, Batista, Ric Flair?
Yeah. I wouldn't say nearly as good yet.
Well, no,
Yet.
I
I'll give it
wasn't
that.
saying. I wasn't saying that it was. I say that's the
Yeah, I
closest
know
thing.
you. I know.
You know, because the bloodline, it was all family. Where this seems to be like dude from the past, current, and then the young bloods and shit.
Right. I don't know. I I like Seth. But I like him by himself. I don't really fuck with him when he's in groups.
Yeah,
I think it kind of gets weird when he's in the groups.
Well, because he's so good by himself, he doesn't need the groups. But when they put him in it, it just takes away from him.
Yeah, and I think it gets a little boring. Like they should have just kept him with Paul. Stay that route. You ain't gotta add nobody.
Yeah, I agree, 100%.
Oh, let's drift off real quick. Let's talk about I Hate You Solo. I was excited for that too. I'm not gonna lie. I've been waiting for that.
Yeah, Jacob Fatu he's a standalone wrestler and deserves to be one. So it was a matter of time, I think, for that. But just the way that Money in the Bank match got all over the place really fast. Like there was a lot of shit going on in that match.
I told you they did the Midwestern fucking 4-way, bro. No, you go up the ladder. No, you go up the ladder. It's okay.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it was too. And then all the Solo shit and Jacob Fatu shit, and it's just like this is like a a changing over a power kind of thing going on there, and then you got to go, oh wait, no, this is still a Money in the Bank match. That's why there's ladders there. It was like taking away from what the fuck was going on. I was getting confused easily.
It's like it's like the pay-per-view was rushed. Like they were trying to fit all of the fuck shit into so much with a quickness.
Yeah, I agree.
So that Dom that we could have done without though.
What's that?
They could have done that on Raw. Respectfully.
Yeah, for sure.
That Dom that with the Octagon Jr.
Yeah, that was weird, but
I think they could have saved that for Raw.
They set that up during what do you call it? The Worlds Collide. Dom was in the crowd. They were fighting in the ring, and then he dropped down there and was like, I loved Rey Mysterio. He was one of my favorite wrestlers. And Dom's like, oh, hey, Rey Mysterio. And then Dom jumped over and beat him up a little bit, and then they kicked him out of the building. It was kind of like one of those like, oh, we'll set this up. I'll show you money in the bank later tonight. I'll fight you. And that's why when you were talking about the card, I was like, well, they added one match that I know at the fucking that pay-per-view, which was just trying to get it vibing off each other a little bit, and it was a stupid fucking match. So, yeah.
I mean, Octagon, he was good because I watched his I watched some of that match. And he was good. Don't think it was necessary.
Right.
Not for Money in the Bank, at least.
No. I mean, that's a pay-per-view.
I mean, good for Octagon that he got his name out there on a.
Oh yeah,
we both stopped. So. It went. Both of our shit were crossing each other, and then we both stopped to let each other go. Silence.
Yeah, we're just playing with the delay here.
It's not too bad though.
No, we're making it work, I think. But yeah, I think I got probably like, I don't know, another 10 minutes. And then it's time for some evening cocktails.
So what you want to hit on? Evening cocktails.
All right. Let's think here. So, do you think that Brock Lesnar will ever come back?
That's a hard one. I'm gonna pull the Shane McMahon, right? Because he did an interview about AEW recently. You can't really say never. You know what I mean? Like, we never thought CM Punk was gonna come back. Look at him. You know what I mean? So I think maybe after he gets all these court cases or whatever, and if it's clear, I see him come back. Like, why wouldn't he? To? You know what I mean?
Because a lot of the stuff with like Paul Heyman jumping over here, jumping over there, I think like it's kind of an interesting storyline where everything's going, but it's also one that you could easily throw Brock Lesnar into there. That like all of a sudden Paul Heyman turns on Seth and nobody knows why, and then like, you know, next Raw he comes out with fucking Brock Lesnar or some crazy shit like that. But you could definitely put Brock into this current situation to kind of just make it crazy. And I think that's really the real reason I was thinking about it lately.
I think they definitely could pull it off. I don't know if he needs to. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that he thinks he needs to, but I think he would, like, if the story was right, like you were saying. You know what I mean? Like, that would be fire. Something to do with Heyman like that, and then he comes back. I think that'd be fire.
Because I think he'll get a good pop. I think people might not realize it, but you know, regardless of the fact, I mean, the dude was always like a villain and a monster. So if he came back, it's just people would still kind of feel the same way about him. It's a little more maybe real now, but
yeah, it's a little more realism, but it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think he could, though. Somebody said Hulk Hogan was supposed to be on Raw too, and I don't really give a fuck about that at all.
Oh fuck no, man! I mean, him getting booed on that first fucking Netflix shit was like the greatest shit ever. I've never been more proud of a wrestling fucking crowd.
Did you see? I sent you that shit with Seth, right? When he was like, "Why don't you like Hogan?" He's like, "Look it up." He's like, "Look, yeah. Google it. You'll figure out why I don't like Hulk Hogan."
Oh yeah, yeah. And then he was trying to say it was like political, and everybody else was like, "No, this is what happened." They were putting back out the tapes of it and shit, and it's just like he never apologized for it or any of that shit. Like, no, man, fuck you, you racist piece of shit.
Don't you live close to his bar, or is that in Tampa?
So he's got his main bar is in Tampa, and then he has two Hulk Hogan beach shops, he calls them. One's in Orlando and one's in Tampa.
Yeah.
What's funny about it is it's called the Beach Shop, but where it is in Orlando, it's like right in the middle of Orlando, so it's like nowhere near a fucking beach. So that's all fucking. But I went in and looked around, and it's nothing to fucking brag about. It's a lot of stuff from his movies that he just kind of has in like a fucking mirror case thing up on a wall, and you know, it's a look at me fucking shop, you know. And if you're not a fucking super hardcore rubbing your nipples Hogan fan, then you're like, what? I think the coolest thing in there was when they built the place, they used a lot of 2x4s, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan signed one of the 2x4s that's like holding one of the shelves up. It's like random as fuck. Like, they don't even promote it, but I was looking around and I seen a signature and I was like, yo, that's fucking Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I was like, he signed a 2x4 here. I was like, I wonder if even Hogan knows that. Like, he probably just went in there and was like, 2x4, fucker.
Let's just sign all the 2x4s.
Yeah, that's my thing.
But I don't know what this new company him and Eric are doing. I don't think I'm interested at all.
No.
Like,
new stuff.
I don't.
Tough to do.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, I don't fuck with racists.
Fuck no.
So I'm not gonna support Hulk Hogan.
And at this point now, even aside from all that, man, dude, he's just fucking sad. That's all way I can fucking describe him and shit. Like he's fucking pushing fucking bullshit
Hulk
beer
Hogan,
that nobody
we
wants.
come for you.
Oh yeah, give me that fucking Macho Man fight. That album's fire, bro. That's a fucking
I don't even want to
album.
try it. I don't drink beer, but like,
I wouldn't start there.
Fucking Hulk Hogan. Let's not end it right there. Let's talk about
Yeah.
one quick thing, because we're not going to end the podcast on Hulk Hogan.
No, I agree.
Anything but Hulk Hogan. We're not ending it like that. So, I'm trying to think of anything else.
So Bulk Hogan. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Bulk Hogan. Bulk Hogan.
Yeah.
So, so I don't know. I really hope. You think they're gonna he's gonna come out to different music? Because he's technically Ron Killings now. Let's talk about R-Truth. Let's end it on this R-Truth thing.
All right. I honestly want him to fucking come back out to What's Up. I was fucking love that shit. It was almost like the original Yeet.
Right. I think I also think maybe they're trying, because like, you read the internet like I do, so we don't really know what's real, but they're saying that they're trying to push him to be like a top contender for like one last dope run, because he's getting old, but that's why they're going by Ron. Can it be like, a lot of people are saying it's going to be more towards his like TNA or like NWA character, where like he was like he had his funny side, but he was serious about his shit and he was ruthless.
Oh yeah. I remember all that shit. Yeah, sometimes I forget how fucking long R-Truth has really been in the game, because it's like I'll go back and watch shit from a long time ago and he's like in the background. I was like, fuck, he's like always been here. He's been here forever.
Right. It's like he's just there. He's always been around.
Yeah, because I was telling my wife the other day, it's just like the dude as a comic relief though is just something else. Like now every time I go somewhere and they got fucking jelly rolls for sale, I want to go. Are they double platinum jelly rolls?
Yeah.
Award-winning 2-time platinum jelly rolls.
And even when like something's little, like if I mess up something or I say something messed up, I'll be like, oh, my bad. You see, that's my fault. Like it's the little things like that too, like daily shit. I was like, oh, that's my fault.
Bro, when he ran out in the women's Royal
dude.
Rumble, that shit was fucking hilarious. He runs into us, all these girls everywhere, and they're like, it's the women's room. He's like, oh shit.
Just like it would have been funny to see him show up on any other fucking promotion and be like, welcome to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Truth. This is TNA.
Yes.
This is TNA.
Oh,
Truth.
my bad. Oh, my bad.
My bad.
God, it would have been funny.
That shit would have been funny.
See, they should have jumped on it, man. They could have sandbagged fucking WWE, bro. If they would have signed him like that next day, and then everybody would have been chanting that shit, dude, they would have been like,
right.
Fuck, we fucked up, man.
Or if he went to TNA, he could have still been on WWE TV.
Yeah, because they do that shit with
mean?
Joe Hendry a lot, because Joe Hendry's he's it. It's crazy that he is.
He's super fucking over.
Yeah, I believe in it. I'm all hyped for it. I mean, when that shit started, some of the promos where it's just like they say the word his name and he just pops out of the back. It's so stupid, but it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. He was solid. He's so solid. Like when he fought Randy and Randy gave him his fucking respect. I was like, yeah, that's how you know. That's how you know Joe Hendry's that guy.
Oh, he's totally that fucking guy, man. he technically should already be in the WWE, but he's playing his cards right, man. He's making them fucking work for it and shit. Like Shawn Michaels was the one that really
Right.
pushed him to be on WWE and push that shit because he knew.
Right. I think him, either a promo between R-Truth, Mr. Iguana, and Joe Hendry would be the best thing. It would be the comedic gold right there.
It's too good. They'll never give it to us because it's too fucking good.
I wasn't sold on Mr. Iguana until I saw him take that iguana, threw it up in the air, and he caught it on his shoulder. I was like, okay. I was like, he might be that guy.
Bro, I had never fucking heard of him, and I was watching him fucking Saturday. Fucking like I think it was like a 6-way match or some shit like that, and fucking this dude's like fucking squirreling around, and then the other wrestler grabbed his iguana and like punched it and was giving it fucking elbow drops, and then Mr. Iguana like lost his shit and started beating the fuck out of that guy, and then he put the iguana on his hand and he's like doing like the fucking Mick Foley shit, and I was just like, what is happening? I was like, this is awesome.
I want to look. It doesn't seem like there's too much about him except for like his WWE shit. But
well, because he blew the fuck up, man. It was him and R-Truth were all anybody was fucking talking about. Which, if that doesn't tell you how your pay-per-view went.
Yeah, right. That's the only things we're talking about, except for Naomi. I'll give Naomi that. I think she deserves it.
So yeah, for
Actually,
sure.
let's end it on this. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Naomi? Do you think she'll actually cash in successfully, or you think she's going to cash in and then it's going to flop? And who do you think she's going to cash in on?
Well, so I have a soft spot for her because she's from Orlando. So I always consider her to be like a local girl. I could see her getting the belt.
Yeah,
from a bad guy role. Like I said, you got to be a prick with the briefcase, so she's gonna lean on her villain role, like a motherfucker. Yeah, I could see her getting it.
Right.
So I think maybe Bianca Belair at some point will get the belt, and then whenever she gets that, it's going to be something in that time frame is when she'll cash that in to get it off of Bianca.
Because she got a full fucking year to do so.
Oh yeah, and they usually they wait. I miss the days when motherfuckers would cash that bitch in on fucking Raw the next day and shit.
Well, what about Liv? What about Liv when she cashed it in on Money in the Bank and she fucking won? You know what I mean? That was pretty cool.
Yeah. I think Seth Rollins did that.
We ain't had that. I think didn't he cash in his in at Mania? Or was it Money in the Bank when they had that match with Roman?
I think because I want to say that Seth was one of the very few people that did it where they cashed it in like that night they won it. It might have been the Mania, but I don't know why I'm thinking him, that he was one of the ones that did it. Because he's won it. I think this was his third time winning it.
It could have been. It could have been. Wasn't. I'm sure the internet can, but it's Velveteen Dream, dude. I'm not. We could save that for another episode. I'm over that guy though.
Hell yeah. Yeah. Well, alrighty, bro. I think I'm gonna call it. I think we're still in time frame, so we're good.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, I'll end it. I'll see how it's saved, and then I'll send it to you. Probably, obviously, email would probably be the best way to send it to you.
Right. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Thank y'all for watching.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching. Subscribe to Mike's shit. He's got his own channel. Go subscribe. We'll probably link it down there somewhere.
Yeah, and if not, it's at Magicmikedrop on YouTube.
But thank y'all for watching.
Like that. Yeah, we appreciate y'all.
Do something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Much love until next time.
Yeah. Peace out, y'all.
Yeah, that.